Our greatest fear is not getting old or dying of cancer, but of getting Alzheimer's, with your mind and memory slipping away. So what are the odds? 8 out of 20 60-year-olds are predicted to have accelerated brain shrinkage. Of these at-risk people, 1 is likely to develop dementia in their 70s, 3 by their 80s, 7 by their 90s. How do you make sure you are not at risk? We are frightened because we think there's nothing you can do about it. It's in the genes. Actually, 1 in 100 cases of Alzheimer's are caused by genes. How much of your risk is preventable? At least half your risk for Alzheimer's dementia is attributed to known risk factors that you can change, according to a consortium of 112 world experts on dementia. This is great news because it means you can do something to at least halve your risk. These preventable risk factors include your sugar intake and blood sugar balance, your B vitamin status, your coffee and tea consumption, how fit you are and mentally and socially active, your intake of fish and omega-3s, how many antioxidants from fruit and veg you eat. You can find out which of these are most relevant for you with a free online test at foodforthebrain.org. It assesses those you're doing right, those you need improvement, and your biggest risk factors. It also assesses your cognitive abilities right now. If you're not doing so well, the test lets you know what to do. This test has been validated against standard memory tests used in GP surgeries and specialist memory clinics in a pilot study to identify those at risk by tracking subtle changes in memory as early as possible. What's really neat is that the cognitive function test tracks your memory improvements over time, encouraging you to take the right prevention steps, a step at a time, so you can see your progress until you're in the green. But do you really need to change your diet? Isn't there a drug that can cure dementia just around the corner? An estimated $40 billion has been spent on drug research, and none have worked. What's even worse, there's nothing promising in the pipeline. According to Margaret Chan, the WHO Director General, in terms of a cure or even a treatment that can modify the disease, we are empty-handed. How much has been spent on prevention? Since 2006 in the UK, the answer is a measly £156,000. That's less than 0.1% of all UK Research Council money for dementia research. Hang on. If half the risk is preventable, shouldn't we be spending half the available money on prevention? Of course. So why aren't we? The bottom line is there's no money in prevention. The money is in drugs. And it's the bottom line that drives the health agenda, not your health. We believe it's better to light a candle than rage against the darkness. So we are inviting hundreds of thousands of people worldwide to take the cognitive function test, assess their cognition, assess their risk, and then help them reduce their risk until they are in the green. Will you be one of them? It's free. All you have to donate is 20 minutes of your time. If you're feeling generous, feel free to make a donation to help us research what really prevents Alzheimer's, because then you won't need drugs.